What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. The Mortal Kombat 2 movie is coming, and today Entertainment Weekly is giving us our first look at some of the characters, and front and center, you can see it right here. We have Johnny Cage. Left to right, let's see if I can make it bigger. All right, there we go. Left to right, Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Makad Brooks as Jax, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, and Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I was never the biggest fan of Karl Urban being cast as Johnny Cage. I just thought, I don't know, I think of Johnny Cage as being younger, but then I think about it, and he's got a daughter, Cassie Cage, so he does kind of have to be a little bit older. And I'm not going to lie. Karl Urban looks fantastic here as Johnny Cage. I can't front. It's certainly better than Mike the Miz Mizanian, who a lot of people wanted to cast. That guy sucks. I hate him. He's terrible. All right. He's probably a nice guy, but I just can't stand him. So also probably about the same age, maybe a little bit younger than Karl Urban. Not young either. But this is our first look at Johnny Cage, and I gotta be honest. I think my boy on Cage Games is gonna be pretty happy with this. This is a request for WB, everybody involved. My boy on Cage Games definitely deserves to have like a one-on-one with Karl Urban. We got to make that happen. So let's campaign to make that happen. I mean, that's Mr. Johnny Cage. So, look, we got a really cool first look here. So let's go ahead and go back to the article. The ending of 2021's Mortal Kombat signaled where the franchise would go next. Hollywood. After a bloodbath between the champions of Earth, Realm, and Outer World, former MMA fighter Cole Young, a.k.a. Louis Tan, descendant of Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion's Hiroyuki Sanada, set out for Los Angeles to find a new recruit to aid in the battle ahead, Johnny Cage. Prominent, eccentric character from the video games, as well as past movie adaptations, Johnny was only teased in the first film through a poster for his Citizen Cage flick, but now the boys star Karl Urban officially takes his place alongside other Earthrealm champions in an Entertainment Weekly's exclusive first look at the sequel, Mortal Kombat 2, coming to theaters and IMAX locations October 24th. That is a week before my birthday, so that's awesome. I'm going to be 45. Ugh. We're not there yet, okay? You finally get to see Johnny Cage. Ed Boon, Mortal Kombat co-creator and head of gaming developer NetherRealm Studios, tells EW. His integration into Mortal Kombat story and universe is a big part of what the movie explores. He's a washed-up Hollywood guy thrown into this magical, ultra-violent thing. His depiction of Johnny Cage is different from our games in some ways. He's adding his own flair to it, but I think it feels fresh. It'll feel fresh. There's like novelty factor there. Okay, interesting. Just like Tan's Cole in the first Mortal Kombat. Let's go down. In the first Mortal Kombat, Boone says Johnny serves as the audience's lens into the new story. He calls the character's introduction ridiculously hilarious, having incited some of the biggest laughs from the early screenings of Mortal Kombat 2. But director Simon McQuaid felt it was a balancing act to strike that tone. We wanted the character that wasn't just completely silly comic book. It's a character that could instantly go there and become too light and throwaway if we would lean too much into that kind of cheese. The casting of Karl Urban for the role allowed the character to have more depth. Okay, here we go right here. Adeline Rudolph as Kitana. She looks familiar, but I can't place her. And that's as game accurate as you're going to get, right? I mean, modern Mortal Kombat, obviously. The fans are perfect. I mean, look, she looks fantastic. Yeah, that's really cool. I like it. And what else can you say? What do you guys think of Kitana here? Johnny isn't the only new character on the scene either. Joining Mortal Kombat veterans like Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Makad Brooks as Jackson Briggs, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Tadanobu Asano as Lord Raiden, Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero, and Sanada, fresh off his Shogun Emmy wins, as Scorpion. EW can also revealed that Adeline Rudolph from Hellboy, The Crooked Man, and Resident Evil series adds fan favorite emphasis on fan Kitana, as well as Martyn Ford, House of David, Those About to Die as Outerworld Overlord Shao Kahn. I've seen the Shao Kahn picture. It's interesting. As an added treat for gamers, new movie-accurate skins for these characters, including Urban's Johnny, Rudolph's Kitana, Ford's Shao Kahn, are coming to the Mortal Kombat 1 video game later this year. Very interesting, because, I mean, listen, they can release stuff all the time, but I don't know if you guys know, but tomorrow, T-1000 is coming to Mortal Kombat 1, and that is the last official character released for the game. That is, mid-ish March, and the movie's not out for another 5 months. So will we get anything else in between then? I don't know, but it also kind of is a sign that if we are doing Injustice 3 next, I don't know if it's going to be this year. Or if it's going to be a Mortal Kombat 2 or whatever they're going to call it. Another Mortal Kombat game, which I don't think it's going to be. I don't think we're getting another game for NetherRealm this year. We could, but I don't think they would want them to. I mean, it's 3 skins, but whatever. But that's cool. So that means Mortal Kombat 1 isn't completely done. There is a possibility for more. Maybe they'll release some characters a la carte. I mean, I'm surprised we never got Cole Young, but I don't know. In the movie, these figures are all here for the main event. The one fans have been waiting to see realized on screen. The first film saw the Outerworld sorcerer Shang Tsung and his forces attempt to wipe out Earth's champions before the big Mortal Kombat tournament between fighters from different realms. The tournament is now officially here in the sequel, and the stakes couldn't be higher. If Earthrealm loses its 10th consecutive tournament against Outworld, then Shao Kahn will invade Earth and take over. All right. Here comes the part you're all waiting for. That is Shao Kahn. Now, I'm obviously assuming that is all mask. He looks a little robotic. I don't think he is. I think it's just a metal mask. And it's pretty gnarly. I want to know what you guys think, okay? Because there's obviously going to be a beast under there. He's got those evil red eyes. And I think that is what kind of makes, along with the metallic mask, I think that's kind of what makes me feel like he looks a little robotic. But I think it looks pretty sick. I don't know who Martyn Ford is, though. Let's, oh, this guy. Holy. That is a big dude. Yowzers. All right. Well, they did the right thing in getting somebody. How tall is he? Hold on. I just saw 6'6.5". Holy smokes. A bodybuilder. English bodybuilder. What else has he been in? It's a freaking monster. Oh, okay. Of course, he's been in one of those type of movies. Fast 9, The Machine, Kingsman, Final Score, House of David, Viking Destiny. All right. I mean, nothing huge. The Marine 6? Holy crap. Who the hell was in the Marine 6? Of course, Mike the Miz was in it. And Shawn Michaels? And Becky Lynch? What the hell? All right, this is all new to me. How did I not know that was a thing? Anyway, so there's Martyn Ford as Shao Kahn. They keep score throughout the movie. Boone reveals of the tournament. There's a visual representation of who's winning. It's not just a tournament for the sake of a tournament. There are huge consequences, so you really are keeping score, and there are lots of twists in it to keep you on your toes. Speaking of twists, on the cast list confirmed for Mortal Kombat 2 also includes Damon Harriman as Quan Chi, returning Josh Lawson and Max Huang, even though their characters Kano and Kung Lao died in the previous movie. I can say Josh Lawson doesn't play Kano's twin, Boone teases. He points to existing Mortal Kombat lore from the video games that make it possible for such a comeback. So they're like revenants. Interesting. We've killed a number of characters who are in Mortal Kombat 1 and our latest games, so we deal with spirits and the Netherrealm and things like that. There are ways to bring dead characters back. Interesting. The ages-long beef between Scorpion and Sub-Zero also refuses to die in Mortal Kombat 2, though it won't be as central to the narrative. He's certainly making appearances that are significant and necessary for the progression, for the progress of the story. Boon prefaces of Sonata's Hanzo Hasashi. He plays a different role. He's not part of the Super Friends trying to defeat Shao Kahn, but his appearance is key, and it is very essential in certain parts. All right, that is a cool look. All these facets relate to the clear goals McQuaid had coming into making the sequel. For one, the team wanted to increase the number of female characters. So alongside Sonya and Kitana, there's also Tati Gabrielle as Jade, Anna Nguyen as Queen Sindel, and some undisclosed other characters who make appearances, the filmmaker says. McQuaid and screenwriter Jeremy Slater also worked to maximize everything with Mortal Kombat 2. Just build on where we were and then make it significantly more intense, bigger in scale, bigger in variation, bigger across the board, really as a cinematic experience. Some of that involves the story itself. We got lots of different realms. Some involves IMAX, which McQuaid says will be bigger and bolder and harder. All right. So I'll have a link to this article. You can read the rest of it. But the bigger part is we get our first look at Kitana, Shao Kahn, and obviously Johnny. So what do you guys think? This sounds good to me. I'm excited. Little known fact, I don't know if I can pull this up quick enough, but I did get to take part in a panel back for the first movie. And let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Nope. All right, here I am with Louis Tan and Makad Brooks for the first Mortal Kombat movie. And there's another one that I kind of... Okay. And then I was on this call too with all these folks. So I was one of many people on that call, though. I think... yeah, you might recognize some of these people. So that was a fun day, and me and Caboose were twinsies. Anyway, what do you guys think? We got Mortal Kombat 2 coming this year, and apparently we've got some characters coming to the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I had to look at the stop recording button. We'll see ya.